All right, you groovy grasshoppers. Thursday, 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is it Eastern Standard Time? Eastern Daylight, I think. Can't remember. Eastern Time. Well, who's the person that decided to have the? I guess having time zones makes sense. All right. So, have you guys been seeing the videos of Dubai with the rainstorms they're having? Is that for real? I can't decide whether it's all this AI stuff now is faked or not, but I guess they were seeding the clouds for a week. And all of a sudden, the whole city's flooded. Again, I don't know if that's true or not. He just all this videos out there now. I can't tell if it's true, but it appears to be interesting. Mimsy, morning, you magical creature. Yes, thank you everybody for my all the birthday wishes. That was fantastic. It meant a lot to me. Ron Jameson, how are you doing? You magical creature up there, beautiful Buffalo. So again, is this stuff for real in Dubai or what? George Schlerth, how you doing there, brother? Good morning to you. Thank you, Ron Jameson. Again, thank you to everybody for all the birthday wishes. That was very sweet of you and very kind. We had we had a few libations. You know, I don't know what it is. Lorraine, how are you doing? Susan Brooks, how are you? Susan, the book we're closing in and getting the book done. Oh my God, Susan, what are you going to do then? Yeah. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah. So talking about the Dubai thing, whether it's for real or not. I want you guys to chime in and tell me if you think that's for real. What's really going on over in Dubai? It appears to be the real deal. I don't watch the news, so I just get my news offline. And it appears it's real. Thank you, Susan. Man, that's so they're seeding. I didn't know this. I was talking to my son Shane about this. That I guess they patented this use to be the ability to seed the clouds to make it rain. So I did not realize it gone that far. I thought it was more just a theory. No, we didn't. I tried to get after it pretty good, but part of the problem is to fall asleep now. Sit on my back deck there. We had some great days for weather. Yep, let's get the playoffs going here. Saturday, they start 3 o'clock at Madison Square Garden against Philadelphia. Oh, no, excuse me, not against Philadelphia Flyers. Against Washington Capitals. Reading Kenny's book now. You know what Kenny really did that I thought was fantastic in his book, Kenny Albert, we're talking about? First of all, the book is great, but he acknowledged, like, I don't know, he's like several hundred people. And I've talked to a few people that were on that list. It really meant a lot to them. So I realized doing my book, I want to try to do that too. I thought that was a really nice touch. And that's just genuine for him too. That's the way he is as a person. So, Deb, how are you doing? Magical creature. Yes. So Deb and I are going through all the pictures we want to put in the book. And so Susan Brooks, you wait, this is going to get done soon. What's up with the Army Green? Steal that from Seals. No, actually, a couple friends of mine, they have a couple called Elevate. It's nutritional supplements. And so they gave me a t-shirt there. I was promoting it for a while. All right. So I did not lose my temper today. Okay. So I want you to know, preface this right away. Totally under control. So I'm out. I've got this little thing called Air Moto. Airs up your little battery powered thing that airs up your tires if they ever get low. So I was out there today doing it. And this construction, they got construction going on here to build a new little offices, pool, and all that. So a lot of workers come through. So 2 guys in a beat up red truck with when they have Pennsylvania plates on it, come driving in. The back's all filled up with garbage. Now the garbage dumpsters here are for residents only. We pay a lot of money in rent. So they go drive by. There's a dumpster right by where I'm working, but no, they drive past that to another dumpster farther away and dumped all the garbage. And I watched them dump the garbage into the dumpster and then drove away. So I get my phone out, I'm airing up the tires, and I start, I pretended I was taping them. And they stopped the truck when they saw me. And so, of course, I had to close the gap, as we do in hockey terms. So I start walking over towards them. And I guess they thought that they were going to scare me or something. So once I started walking towards them, then they left. So hopefully it stops. Again, if I have to police the grounds, that's what we'll do. I pay a lot of money in rent. The garbage guys who get off, don't even live here, come and dumping in the garbage. So not happening. Yes, we had so again Monday, no show at Mark Pottenvink. I was in the city hanging out with the great Stefan Matteau. We were skating at Madison Square Garden. Proper 12 liquor company. You know what? I was gonna get the license plate. I was that kind of chuckling to myself. So, and again, all I had to do was push the record button. I didn't do it. I was more like I was having fun with it. Because really, at the end of the day, it's not that big a deal. But if I see him again, Oh, so funny though, Mister Tough Guy. Yeah, they stopped, and I guess they figured that I would run away when they stopped. But yeah, we closed the gap on them and went after them. Yeah, Nikki, get him to help out. I don't know why I get such a kick out of that kind of stuff. Being the police. Oh man, funny stuff. Funny stuff. Okay, so it is the real deal over in Dubai, right? Oh man. Again, I really didn't know. I had heard the stories that they could see the clouds or whatever. I thought that was just maybe more of a concept. But again, my son Shane tells me that they've actually patented that. I think that's what it is, Deb. Yeah. Oh God. Oh, I don't know why. Like I do it. Like it doesn't. It's not really changing my life too much, but it's the point of the thing. I'm paying a lot of money in rent. It's not right. And they're going to be reprimanded. I think there might be some guys that are working on the grounds too, but it wasn't. They have their own garbage dumpster where they're working, so these guys were coming and dumping. You can tell it was like somebody's had a dishwasher or something, like all the styrofoam in the box. And so they said, "Oh, we're going to work when there's dumpsters there, so we'll just dump it there." No. Yeah. Oh, that's another subject too. So we have assigned spots, parking spots. You pay for the parking spots. There's two people, two cars, anyways. The drive-in, there's one area where we drive in. There's a fairly wide place. You can have, it's wide enough for two cars. But these people decided now that they're going to create their own parking spot. And they send out the people work here send out notices, the emails to say, "Oh, you got a parking spot," but they don't know anything about it. You get one of those stickers where you stick it on the window and you can't get it off. That'll teach them. Ronnie Jameson. All right, so the Rangers are starting on Sunday at 3:00. Washington Capitals. So what's going to happen in that series? They better be careful with Washington, right? Because Washington's been there. A lot of those guys have been there before. Won a cup. That the team's changed over, but it's still some guys there. Anytime he gets their grade 8, he can hurt you. Can't take a lot of penalties. They're a power play. He's still a great player. So I'm going to go Rangers in 5. Rangers in 5 games. One of the things they learned 2 years ago, they want to get these series done with, not go 7 games all the time. It really drags on. Yeah. Oh, Ira, wonderful creature. How you big sex machine. All right. Made sourdough bread yesterday and homemade hummus. I was not happy with sourdough bread. The taste fantastic. It didn't rise properly. I had got it down where it was nice the way you wanted, like plump it up and everything. But man, flat bread. But again, tastes great. Had some sourdough French toast this morning. 2 eggs, a little bit of vanilla seasoning. Stir that all up. Dunk your sourdough bread in there. A little bit of butter on the gas iron skillet. Put those in there. Oh my goodness. No. What else is going on in life here? So the Flyers did not make the playoffs when they were in a spot. I didn't see it all. So Tortorella benched the captain, right? Fave? Is that what his? No, what was his name? I let it. So the process is you got to get your sourdough starter, which is just really mixing. Just if you do it properly, it's just flour and water, and it's all about the timing and how much you put in, the measurements and everything. And you got to go for a week to get it all started. You take some of the sourdough starter out, you put it in the sourdough discard, keep that, and then you create new stuff. So and it should, if it's working properly, the flour and water fermenting becomes their own leavener, and so it should raise up, bubbly, fermenting and everything. And then and then you mix your water, sugar. I didn't know. So I thought I'm not going to use sugar. I don't want it in there. But I guess the sugar really helps it mixes with the leavener. In this case, the sourdough starter, and really helps it rise better. So then you go through this process of every 30 minutes once you mix it up, and it's you got to get it the right texture too. You don't want it too wet. You want it to get obviously all the flour wet and everything. But then you go through this process every 30 minutes of stretching and folding. So you actually grab the dough, stretch it up, fold it over. You do that. You go around like 4 times. Let it sit for another 30 minutes. You cover it and do it again. You do it 4 times, and then I put it in the refrigerator all night. Some people say they put it in the oven with the light on, So some people think it's better cold, some people better warm. So that's the process. And then the next morning, and again, mine was all bubbly and everything. It doubled in size, which was what you want. The big air bubbles and the whole bit. So I thought, okay, this is a good batch. And then you do some more kneading. You fold it over, and then it just didn't rise again. I don't know what it was. No, I don't have that problem. I knew somebody was going to say something like that. So yes. Also, last night it was funny. The crowd in Glendale, still in Glendale, yeah, was chanting Salt Lake Sox or Utah Sox. I can't remember what it was, but they weren't too happy. So the small group of fans they have there, it's disappointing for the league has not come out publicly and confirmed that they're actually moving. Right, this is a story at the time, but I don't think the league's confirmed it that they're moving to Salt Lake City. So apparently this guy's pretty wealthy. This Ryan Smith. Actually, I represented Ryan Smith started his career. Former player, and this is a different guy, obviously. He owns the Utah Jazz. I think this is one of his partners is a big wheel at BlackRock too, the big investment house. So, I don't know what my little habit that I have now when I have dead time is call people from my past just to catch up. You don't want anything, just call them. I found out it's been pretty rewarding. Like they were kind of surprised, like, wow, that's kind of cool. So, Jennifer Ashley is an old friend of mine. I met her at the gym in Harrison, New York, Lifetime Gym. Very successful woman. She worked for CBRE, I think it was, and their human relations division. And she's also she was on the board of this New York City Mental Health Association. So she got me on the board of that, and they then rebranded themselves and called themselves Vibrant. And so I was just catching up with her. She said, "What have you been doing?" I said, I got myself in a lot of the mental health stuff. I kind of forgotten that I was on the board in the past. The reason they want me on board, they want to get to the NHL and see if they can work with any mental health issues with the players. I think they're doing the same thing with the NFL. So we're catching up. She said, "So you're doing the mental health stuff?" Yeah, I said, there's this 988 hotline. We're trying to help promote that, and this shoulder check and everything. She said, "Well, we've been given the grant to run the 988 hotline." So this board that I was on, this association I was on before actually runs it. So Jennifer's going to come on the show, very intelligent woman, and she's going to get me the head of the 988, the woman that runs the 988 stuff. So that was a real coincidence. I'd forgotten all about the fact that, I had forgotten I had been on the board, but I didn't realize I knew they rebranded, but I didn't know that they really had taken over that 988 hotline. So very interesting stuff. Ted Sater, I know you were trying to say, Ira. You can get it done. I have faith in you. You have faith in you. You want to say Ted Sater. Again, you're naming these people out to call when he has downtime. No, that's not the list. That's not the list. So interesting. So all this mental health stuff. What else is going on today? I had some good days at the gym lately. Oh, man. Do these people look at me kind of strange. So when I'm doing leg days, instead of just doing a regular deadlift, I do a Jefferson deadlift, I call it. So you straddle the bar kind of sideways, like you angle yourself, and then you grab the bar in the middle and you pull up. I've posted videos of me doing this workout before. I got to be a little careful. You don't squash the big guy coming up. But great exercise. You're much more on top of the weight, so you're not leaning out like a normal deadlift. You're leaning out over it. This way you're straddling. And then I do some wide grip deadlifts. We actually grab the weight itself, the two bars. They got holes in the two weights instead of grabbing the bar. So people look at me like, what is this nutcase doing? Okay, so 66 on Monday. Man, you know what? 60 didn't bother me. 65 didn't bother me. I feel fantastic at 66, but it's just a number. Like it's now I'm on the other side going towards 70. It's like, what is, God. No, Deb, I have not been to the beach recently. I've changed my schedule around a little bit. So it's funny, looking through all the pictures, getting ready for the book. I forgot how many beach pictures I took there. So we'll get back on that a little bit. Part of it, when I'm having problems with my car, that was part of the issue. I just got out of the habit of going to the beach. Just walking around here. Everybody thinks I've gone away because I'm sitting outside or walking around outside, so I get the tan face and head. That's it. So the Rangers, I don't see any people making predictions. I say the Rangers in 5 games over Washington. They'll win. They'll win game 1, yeah. truck and dog issues. Yeah. I'll tell you, my neighbor next door is a wonderful woman. She's widowed, an elderly woman. And she's got her little dog, Charlie. And when she leaves, Charlie will bark constantly, nonstop. And I don't want to say anything because we had the problem before. She was very upset. I did not realize how loud I was having my TV outside. Oh, look. Oh, hold on. We've been on 15 minutes. This is typical, right around anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. She makes her big entry. Big entry. Here I am, everybody. My loves. Here I am, my loves. My loves. No, Wally, no, Wally, no, that'll never happen. No, that's a sign of no way. Nope. Those guys that pulls up my pants to my nipples and then going around with plaid pants on and white shoes and having all the etiquette and the whole bit. Let me see here. Easy to see why the Rangers organization loves. Quickie went to UBS to watch Jeff Carter's final game. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, he's a class guy. Like I told you, Luc Robitaille says I think he said he may be the best leader he's ever seen. So, yeah, you're right, Ron. Now, Tracy's here, right? The big show is here. Yeah, there you go. You're right. Right, Charlie. Her grand entrance. Yeah. Is it true? Like she probably sits there and waits for the show to start, and then she's got a little timer going. So okay, I'll wait 15 minutes today. Next time I'll wait 17 minutes, to get on. Sock garters. Oh, I'm sorry for the golfing. Yeah, see that she's acknowledging it. She was there. I was listening in, observing the madness prior. Oh man. Oh man. Let's see. I'm gonna go outside and just wait for that red truck to drive by and give it garbage in it. Maybe I'll go to where the construction is and I'll see if I'm pretty sure that I've seen that truck parked before. So I'm gonna go walk around it, take pictures, and hopefully they're watching me. I'll pretend I'm taking pictures. All right, so I made some homemade chicken noodle soup the other day. Oh my Lord. Get 2 chickens from Costco, put one in the freezer, put the other one in the air fryer. Don't do anything to it because we don't eat the skin. Bad skin, trans fats in there. And then we got our own homemade broth we make, put all the vegetables that are going to go bad, put them all in a pot there, water, boil them up for a couple hours. Oh, the flavor is unbelievable for the broth. So we make our own broth. Oh, goodness. And then we made our homemade chicken noodle soup. Man, healthy. Right, the pasta's not that bad. My little yucca app says it's not that bad. Organic pasta from Italy or something, I think it is we get at Costco. What else do we make? We made homemade hummus too. Oh, and normally I use the canned chickpeas. A good friend of mine gave me some bags of chickpeas, which you have to soak overnight and then cook them up for a while to get them nice and soft. Much better. That's fluffier. Hummus took another step. Oh man, that was good. Let me see. Has Susan Brooks ever got a Rangers jersey? I think she may have. Yeah. Oh, no question. She deserves it. Yeah. No, take the bones out. So I had tried to pick them out before, and it didn't go well. So I was needing the soup and bones in it. So I just dump it right in the colander with a pot underneath it to save all the broth. And I take all the chicken off first, and then you usually get a little bit more chicken because it boils it off. So you put that in the pot with the broth. Oh man. Well, we'll make that's Danny's daughter, Kaylee, my buddy. So we'll make her some soup. Healthy, right? You can show how much sodium. That's the thing. You buy chicken noodle soup at the store, you check the sodium levels. Oh, high levels of sodium. They need that to preserve it and taste and everything. Healthy cooking with the sex machine. There you go. I did tell you, I got to follow up with this producer too that contacted me from LA. She works up in Canada. She's trying to get me a cooking show up there. I don't, you know what? The broth, you don't need a whole lot of seasonings. I tried a little bit of salt and pepper, and then put some Italian seasoning, which has got thyme, basil, oregano all in it. So put some of that in, but you really don't with that broth. I'm telling you, once it cooks up the vegetables, you get a really good flavor to it. Susan Brooks, yes, she did get a shirt off her back. Not shirt off her back. She keeps her shirt on. Hope. I mean, it's up to her. She can do what she wants with that. But no, I get my sourdough bread with the soup. Oh, you dip that in the broth and everything. Oh, Lord Jesus. Praise the Lord. Did you ship that soup to Saratoga? No, I did not. None to Saratoga. But, man. Oh, that's good. The chicken noodle soup. Again, you control it. So we're making everything now. We get the homemade ketchup, hummus, mustard, salsa, soups. My goodness, our own broth and everything. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. He's still a jackass. Just, what have I done? What have I done this time? Like, there's no fresh start with Tracy. It's not every show like you have a fresh start and say, okay, let's be friends right off the bat, right? Nope, just lingers. Okay, you'll pay the shipping. All right, we'll ship some soup up there. Sure, absolutely. I want to get. I haven't been making chicken wings very much. Frozen chicken wings I get from Costco. They're kind of nasty. So I got some fresh chicken wings from Costco. Give them like a 6-pack of bags. So put 2 in the fridge. Maybe I'll cook those up today, and the other ones go in the freezer. Let me see. Are you preparing for war so you can live in a bunker? I do. I do kind of have that mentality. I think all the food I've got in the house now, I bet you I'd last for like 2 months. Pastas and rices and all the frozen stuff. What else did I get was frozen? Got my frozen turkey meat. Make up some turkey balls today, maybe 2. Turkey balls, turkey, spinach, some nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast, I've been getting into that. It gives it kind of that cheesy flavor instead of using cheese. It's very healthy for you. A lot of vitamins and minerals in it. No calories. Nutritional yeast. You should do a cooking show with Tracy when your show kicked off. Yeah, just to make sure he's adding the right ingredients. Wouldn't that be interesting, right? Cooking with Tracy. Oh, okay. I found another one too. We were skating on Monday. I was skating with 2 guys. Long series ahead of New York versus Washington. See, I don't think it's going to be a long series. I think it's going to be 5 games. And Tracy is not. Okay, so we're skating on Monday at Madison Square Garden. 2 guys came up, said hello. We're skating around for a while, the big Ranger fans. And they're editors for the TV show Alone. Congratulations, yes, to John Sterling, an amazing career. Wow. Yeah, just all of a sudden he retired too, right? He's a legend, right? Look at the career he's had. So these guys are editors for the TV show Alone. I guess it's on Netflix. It's primarily up in Canada. They drop 10 people off all separately out in the wilderness. They can bring 10 items with them. And then they've got to survive as long as possible. It's last man standing. So you don't know when the other people have gone off. The other ones could quit in 5 days and you stay out there for 40. You wouldn't know. So you stay out there and it's winner take all. Last man wins. I don't know what to win, what you win. So they say they're going to try to get me on the show. We'll see what happens. They're not the decision makers. They're the editors. So, but that'd be blast. Look at that. Oh, man. Well, gee, I got to look it up on and see how long people have lasted and what they bring out there. But that'd be cool. What an adventure that would be. Let me see here. Here, not too many bad things. So you need to have one. I think stainless steel is the way to go. You need to have one nonstick pan. You want to make like omelets and stuff like that. If you get the good one now, I think you can get it so that it doesn't peel off. But again, it's one of those things you can't have it for too long. You got to be careful what kind of tools you use on it too, like wood or plastic. You can't use the metal. And then when you're cleaning it, try not to use the rough side of the sponge or whatever. Just try to be careful with it. But if you don't have the nonstick pan for stuff like that, for an omelet, it makes it kind of tough. Oh, I've really got my flip down too. You got to have that good flip when you make an omelet. So you can make omelets different ways, right? You can do it all in one pan. We put the vegetables in first, then the eggs, and so it's all put together. Or you can do another pan with the eggs, and another pan with the vegetables, whatever you want to put on your omelet, and then you flip it. You flip the eggs and then put your vegetables in and kind of fold it over. Different ways. I like that. It's a little fancier doing it the flip, like if you do it with separate pans. I cook my own food. Is that a good pickup line? Absolutely. Yes. I'm told it's very sexy. A man cooking on his own, cooks his own food, very sexy. It's just what I'm told. I'm not, I'm not saying that. I'm just. How long could you live in Costco without leaving if you were paying $1,000 a day? Oh, months. Yeah, definitely live in Costco, especially with all the workers there and everything. It's one of my buddies, Norris. I haven't seen Norris very much, the chicken guy. He's not doing the chickens anymore. He's back more in the deli section, putting things together. Yes, I do. Jason, 5 games. I think they'll win first 2 in the Rangers. First 2 at home. They'll lose 1 in Washington, then win the next game, and then come home and win in 5 games. So they come out fired up. Again, Washington is a proud team going back home. They'll be down. They won't want to lose in 4 straight at home. So they'll win 1 game there. And then the Rangers come back and win it all. Alone people. The alone people use bow and arrows. I've never used it. Maybe I have when I was a kid, the bow and arrow. But yeah, I'd be a blast going. That's not game. But whenever you stop knowing you're out there, you stay out there for like 40 days and realize everybody else quit like after 5 days. You're out there for 35. That'd still be a great adventure. He probably made his own with the wires from his complex. Oh, nice one. Nice one. Tom's already alone survivor. Summer of the best. Yeah. So it isn't much of a change, right? The only thing is, I don't have a refrigerator out there. No ice, man. No tequila out there. I wonder if we were allowed to bring a bottle of tequila or a case, maybe. We'll be out there for a long time. Wouldn't that be fun? You say you're going out there. So, what are you bringing, Tom? Well, I'm bringing a case of tequila. Let me see. Yeah, perhaps in the future you can post something on Facebook when you not be doing your podcast. It would save some of us refreshing. Oh, you know what, Susan? You're right. You're right. I apologize. That was rude. I apologize. Okay. I wish the Rangers could sweep. Then you know what? Never know. Like if I'm assuming Shesterkin's going to be in net, they can always go quick. But if Shesterkin plays the way he can play, then yeah, they can sweep. Just they can't take bad penalties against Washington, right? That's the one thing. What's Ambassador Lane's appearance schedule for the playoffs? You know what? I don't know yet. I'm kind of the last minute guy. So we had an appearance in Great Neck on Sunday. They contacted me on Friday to do that skate. Great group, and then we had the thing at Madison Square Garden on Proper 12. Conor McGregor's liquor. Good group. Fun bunch of guys. Tracy prefers a quickie. It's good to know. Good to know that's your thing. I prefer quick. I'm sorry. I think they said you prefer a quickie. Sorry about that. See, are you dancing during the playoff game? Dance? Maybe. Again, I'm the last minute guy, so I get like 2 days in advance notice, and then quickie. Tracy, I can't believe you said that. I'm seeking single women for the summer. Menopausal women need not apply. No, we don't seek. No seeking. Oh, man. At Tom's age, they're all quickies. Oh, no, Ira. It's opposite. It'll last much longer. Oh, God. Can't believe that Tracy brought that up. That's awful. It's a family show, 10 o'clock in the morning. Kids are getting on here. Please no, won't ball game dancing. No. I'm such a bad dancer, too. I've shown so many people that video of me dancing with Dancing Larry. They would just die laughing. We had to get one move I've got. Oh, man. What do we got here? Good morning, Barry Shelley. Jason, what are you talking about? You're attracting nuts? Like, who's nuts? Dr. Pimper. Didn't you send me a picture of her? She's an attractive woman. Oh, God. Man, you guys are really fired up today. Look at this. Blue pill, Tom's bestie. Oh, goodness, the blue pill. There's a whole bunch of, I take citrulline, too. It's really good for your blood flow. My youngest son was going to try to create his own blue pill. Citrulline, and citrulline is really good for your blood flow. Opens up your veins and arteries. Blood flow. Oh, goodness. Things they invent, right? Hey, Tracy, I know that was directed towards me being nuts. Oh, I can't believe you'd say that to Barry. That's just not nice. Tracy. Tracy gave up on Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid. I wonder who invented that little saying too. Like you say, they're drinking the Kool-Aid, but I mean, they're buying into the whole conspiracy theory, whatever it is. Oh man. I know I talked about this at the show, the whole Dubai thing. So they've got the ability to. They did 7 days in a row. Supposedly, when I was reading, they seeded the clouds 7 days in a row. Now all of a sudden they get this floods. They flooded the whole city. Idiots. Who made that decision? A little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. What? So Tracy's kind of teasing everybody today, right? She's not like going hard at it. She's pretending she's busy. That's what she's doing. I'm busy. I'm too busy. I can't. He said, yeah, that'd be cool. He was playing well. I like him. Yeah, similar to like what Vegas did and what Tampa did with their players. They're more star players, but they set out the whole year, didn't have to have their salaries go against the cap, and then they come back for the playoffs. Be cool. I would really add to the lineup. Yeah. Back in the 70s. Let me see here. I will never forget that. I can picture that woman right now. Hilarious. The guys were dying laughing at that one. Very funny. Very funny. That's from a cult back in the day. Oh yes. Kool-Aid. Okay, that's right. I got you. I remember that. Yeah. Hi, Keith. How you doing, bro? Magical veteran. Danny Erickson, pick me. Kool-Aid, yes. Fruit, Kool-Aid. Comes from Jamestown. Yeah, Jonestown. Jim Jones. Was it Jamestown or Jonestown? Jim Jones was. I remember that, man. How about the one where the family was? It was in Texas, someplace where a whole group of people were held up in a big compound, and the police went in with the fire bombs or whatever and killed them all. I don't think they planned on killing them, but killed them all. White people being alive as a term from Wilson. There's some super needs to play. Yeah, I agree. You have to, yeah. Wilson, you can count. Here's the thing: it's not just doing something stupid for Wilson. It's he's a big man. And if you're going to play, 4, 5, 6, 7 games against him all the time, people are going to play against him. After like you're going to get pounded, So I don't think he's going to stop hitting people if Rempe's in the lineup. In fact, if he's smart, he'll make sure he hits people and then kind of draw Rempe into it. But I'm sure they're going to sit and I think they're going to sit and talk to him and say, listen, we need you on the ice because he can be an effective player, right? Be that third, fourth line guy, banging and crashing. So he can do the same thing to the Washington players that Wilson's going to do to the Ranger players. And it does matter. It doesn't mean you're going to get scared. It just means it's a grind. Like you just change the way you play because there's big men coming at you, and so it will change the way they play. It's human nature. Do you have a cool movie in Utah? It's a shame because Scottsdale was or Arizona area when we were in Scottsdale, Glendale was a great place to play. Players loved it. The weather and all that. Waco, Texas. Thank you, Ronnie. So it's a great place to play. And when they first moved there and they played downtown, Dallas Drake was client playing there. They had great crowds and everything. And the problem is they tried to outsmart themselves and they can build outside the city. And then it was harder for people to get there. They're not used to commuting like they are here around, say, New York. So then once the people stopped coming to the games, then it looked like it wasn't. I think it still could have been successful there. So it's a shame that obviously they had one building that I think the city or government helped to pay for. They weren't going to do it again. So again, it's a shame. What a great place to play. Like for me, going to LA, same thing. First, I thought it's not a hockey town, but yes, it is. It could be a great hockey town. If they had a one, would have been interesting to see how good the crowds were there. So, congratulations, Keith and Jersey Word for the championship this past week. Oh, very cool. Sponsored by Toyota. Very cool. Let me see here. Tracy sent a video where my son said, "Hey Tracy, let's go." Yeah, what is that, Tracy? Come on, it's a family show. Okay, so Ron Jameson asked who would start net. I like Quick too, but you have to start Shesterkin. If you don't start him, it just sends a bad message, right? He's a young player. If you don't start Quick, he's an older guy. He knows he's at the backup role right now. He's fine. If you have to put him in later on, he'll be fine mentally. But you gotta be careful with young goaltenders too. They have to have their confidence, and they need to know that the team believes in them. So if you start quick, kind of sending that message to Shesterkin, you're really not our guy. And then if you go quick, and then you have to go back to Shesterkin, what's that done to his confidence? So, thank you, Barry Shelley. With 20 more goals in Panarin finished with 14 more points. Yeah, what did I don't like that at all. Austin Matthews had 70 goals and 30 assists. Yeah, that doesn't. I got to tell you, that's a bad sign. Like, I just don't like that Toronto team. I know they got some talented guys, but that kind of typifies to me what that team's all about. You just don't. They got all the great players in the past. It was Gretzky, Messier, Lemieux, Howe, all these guys. Way more assists than they did goals. But that's kind of I don't like that at all. That signal and I don't like the way he plays. To be honest with you, Matthews is totally incredibly skilled player, but I just don't see he's. Again, maybe once he wins, I'll be saying differently. That I don't think he's that winner or leader. Right? I just feel him as a selfish player right now. So, yeah, the Quebec, that's a great city too. But I think it's the corporate sponsorship or lack thereof is the problem in that city. It's not much of a business city. Great city, beautiful. Great fondue. I have to tell that story too. Dave Silk and I were in the fondue place, and they had to throw the pot out the door because the flame was too high, and him and I were sitting there just oblivious. So, stop the madness, Jack. Family show. Well, why do you put all those little dots there, like after Jackass? What is the purpose of that? Did somebody be like finger shaking or something when you were hitting the period button there? See, it's not just you, Chase. Don't get me wrong. Don't get defensive. It's not just you. It's everybody. A lot of people. Okay. I was trying to feel quick. I messed with Shesterkin's psyche when he was playing better than Igor. Yeah, and it wouldn't be. I hear what you're saying. It wouldn't be quick, messing with Shesterkin intentionally. He's a fantastic team player. But yeah, it's him playing great. Could affect Shesterkin too. He's got some. Well, geez, I'm the guy here. This guy's playing fantastic. He won 2 cups. The winning without me kind of mentality. When you're on the outside looking in, it's a bad feeling, especially when you play a position like goaltending. So, is there any question as to who's in goal? Igor has been the best goalie. I agree, but I see why people ask those, Susan. I agree with you. I don't think it's much of a concern. I think that Quick is such a good goaltender and has won before. So if you did go with him, you go, wow, there's a veteran guy that's won 2 cups, great leader. Yeah, Boston's somebody's all loaded up. Yeah, I can't remember another, especially with a big time player, a player that had more goals than assists, especially that discrepancy, 70 goals and 30 assists. Again, it's I guess if one side you're happy that he's scoring goals, but that's just not a good team guy, I don't think. But and it's not just those numbers. Just watching him play, I just don't. Okay. Well, okay, he can be. If you go back to was it 2 years ago they had a good playoff run that season? Man, he was unbelievable. I feel like consistently. Now he hasn't really been that consistent. It's not like he's been awful, but I certainly did have the vision that this guy's has potential to be the best goaltender that's ever played in the organization. And some great goaltenders in the Ranger organization, obviously. So you want to see him be more consistent, but he can be, Tracy. Okay, he can. Is the key word. Let me see. This is what a quick near. Yeah, that would be ideal, right? But again, if for whatever reason you want to win, right? And you can't think too long term. I mean, you start, losing games in the playoffs and think, okay, well, we'll come quick next game, whatever. You gotta, you can't be having really, quick trigger finger to get the Shesterkin out of there. But you want to win games, and again, you don't want to go 7-game series. You want to go winning 4 or 5 games if you can. Let's see here. Yes, it can be, but he's often. Well, he has been, but again, I would point to. You're not wrong, Tracy, but I would point to the fact that again, 2 years ago, he was on 99%. Maybe the first couple of games in the playoffs against Pittsburgh, he wasn't doing his best, but then he was able to turn around again. But yeah, goaltending is going to be a big part of it. I don't even know who Washington's got in net now. Yes. See, that's the thing I feel confident. Even if Shesterkin, for whatever reason, falters, you just go quick. And there's a proven playoff performer, right? Is that what it was? 69-38. I thought he got, that's right, he got hurt trying to get before he got to 70, right? But yeah, I can't recall another star player, and he is a star player, ever having those kind of numbers flipped around like that. So, how short is the leash for Igor to be pulled? All right, so they win the President's Trophy. They're obviously favored with a lot of other teams to be Stanley Cup contender. One of the things, again, that you have to try to do the best you can is win in short series. Because you go 4 series, it's grinded out hockey. The intensity is much heavier or higher in the playoffs than it is during regular season games. So, I don't know. I think it's just overall play. Like, you can tell by looking, especially the goalie coach there, and all the coaches, they can tell by watching him play. Like, is he handling rebounds properly? Does he look confident? Is he out of the net taking, cutting down angles, all that kind of stuff? So he's doing all those things, and it gets a bad bounce, and the puck goes in. We say, okay, it's a bad bounce. But if he just doesn't, if he has that look where he's not believing in himself, and again, this coaching staff will know, they see him play so much. So, if it's that, and again, they've got a fantastic offense in the Rangers, so they can score goals. They can win 8-7 games if they have to. I mean, they used to do that with Edmonton with Grant Fuhr, and he's a great goaltender. So that's not what you want to do. Well, okay, so if you pull Igor, a couple of things could happen, right? Does he lose his confidence? Or do you fire him up? He seems like he's got a little fire in him that if you pull him, he's screw. This is my net. And then he comes to, and again, part of it is, okay, what does he do next day at practice? Obviously, he's soaking or whatever practice, but if he comes to practice early, works his rear end off, plays confidently in practice, and you say, okay, we can, let's see what happens here. But again, then if Quick comes in and plays great, it's hard to pull him too. Again, you got to win in the playoffs. They're a winning team. This is a team that should, amongst probably 7 or 8 other teams, is a Stanley Cup contender, a serious Stanley Cup contender. So you got to win games. You can't mess around. You can't worry about people's feelings when you're in the playoffs. Rangers turn up the volume to the full blast. Yep. Let me see here. Caps have. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh man. See, and I know Kemper won in Colorado, right? He was goaltender there, but I'm not a big believer in him. They should fill the net. The offense they have, the power play and everything. Do you think Tom knows this? Matthew Donovan, he's making goddamn sourdough bread and ketchup on the ground. Oh, sourdough, I was disappointed. It's great taste in the sourdough, but it didn't raise up the way I'd like it to. And I know that's not a problem with me, okay? So, I think it was brought to my attention that last time Rangers got President Trophy. Well, yeah, there's a whole bunch of things, right? There was apparently I listened to people are saying in 94 there was an earthquake. In 94 there was a solar eclipse. In 94 O.J. Simpson was on trial. Now all this other stuff has happened. There's a few other things that happened too that all kind of coincide with 94 in the season. So, see, yes, the Canadians moving Bunny Larkin. That's they get more of a yeah. Oh, see, I knew it. I didn't think it would be Tracy that would say it, but I thought more Ira. But yeah. Oh, I know, right? Sourdough bread, fresh made sourdough bread. I'll never buy store-bought bread again. But all the preservatives they got in there and everything. Maybe I'll make some pizza. So I get some. I bought a big thing of pepperoni at Costco. Terrible. Too much sodium, bad fats, but the rest of my diet's pretty clean. So, he said, if I remember correctly, you have to respect that trophy as well. We're gonna only touch the base. Yeah, that's another one of those whole. Yes, I saw that the Sabres fired Granato. Coaching in the NHL, man, he was a hot pot. Everybody thought he was great when he first came in. I guess it's been like this for a long time, forever probably. But one coach has stayed for a long time. Barry Trotz is probably the last coach that lasted a long time. He was in Nashville for 16 years or something. I can't remember. The rest of them come and go. Let me see. You can torch on since he's done for season. Yeah, I wonder what his shelf life is there. I mean, he makes people mad and get benched the captain. Saw a big John Scott in his podcast really carve it into Trotz. I think he lost the locker room a little bit. That's Trotz. That's nothing new. You're going to hire Trotz, and that's what you're going to get. So we had it. Nah, I wouldn't want to coach. I know what I was like as a player. I wouldn't want to have my career be pivoting on my decisions. Hockey players, yeah. Both Knicks and Rangers won 50+ game. Rangers won President's Trophy. The Knicks, yep. Yeah, a lot of similarities, right? I'll tell you, it's going to be a tough road. The Rangers, they definitely have a real serious shot at winning the cup. I mean, they had the best record in the league, so obviously it's not really a tough statement to make. Let me see here. The Rangers with the cup, Tommy ring for his best. It should be right. Yeah, the difference I make. Oh yeah, I saw this. Let's put the cup from pointed out each place where his name was, and then he chased him around the stage too, where he tried to get him to touch it. That was pretty funny. Oh, I love him. I love him. Oh my goodness, love. Yes, Torts. Yes, I know a few women have said that they love his attitude and his lack of height too. Oh goodness. He is. I tell you, you meet him in person, and it's a totally different person. Just sweet, nice man, dog lover. Let me see here. Sater and Keenan. Yeah. No way would I work with those two. No way would that happen. All right. What else was I going to bring up here? So we didn't do our show on Monday. Explain that. I will do a better job, Susan. You're right. Letting people know when we're going to do the show and not. I've been pretty good lately. Oh, here we go with the capital letters too. And she never did answer. What is the 4 periods there? I don't get what that's all about. Like, where is that in the English language? I don't understand. It's like, it's crazy. I guess she does whatever she wants to do. Doesn't have to follow the English language. How great did I look last night in the tuxedo? Do you want? No, I do not own a tuxedo. I'm a jeans and t-shirt guy. Thank you. I think the last time I had a tuxedo on is when I jumped in my parents' pool after my sister got married. Let's get moving. Maybe Pepper, he's spicy. Or Charlie next door, the little one. They're all these little yappy dogs too, right? I don't want people like, oh, dog, get a dog. Get a little rodent. Like little rodents with leashes on them. Walking around. Yes, thank you for asking, Deb. As of right now, that is scheduled to be a go at 2:00 on Friday. Really good show. I like those shows. Those two are very informative. I'm telling you, what's interesting too? Talking about stuff. There's a lot of different opinions. Like now, there's people there. Like I'm a big believer in fasting. There's some articles out there now that say fasting could be very hard for your heart. So there's always new studies coming out. I know we talked about this before too, but get on Reels and you watch. So there's a lot of very informative stuff. There's also like some of these. They sound like, oh, this is the most important thing. 95% of this. Like they got all these numbers are pulling out of their rear end. Speaking of rear end, when you buying a bidet, I gotta get new brushes for my toilets. Man, I looked at them the other day. That's one of those things that you kind of stick in the corner there. It's not side of you see it all the time, but nasty. The job it has to do, no wonder. My poop's off the side of the bowl. And then sometimes too, like you're cleaning the poop off the side of the bowl and it stays on the brush. You don't realize it, then you come back later on and it's all hardened on the brush. I gotta do that. I gotta go to Costco, they got a special on that. We'll get to work on designing a better toilet too. Idiot. What? Just like your mental health motivational speaker. For the love. What? Where'd you get that? Just like you're a mental health motivational speaker. What? What? Oh, jeez. Interesting. Family show. We're talking about crappers. I know. But, it's a natural process. I don't know why it's so creepy. It's just, it's a shit show. Yes, it's a shit show. I'm going to take a guess that she meant to write today. Because who's May? It's not in the month of May. It's a shit show May. It sounds like Chinese food. Shit show May. So that commercial, the old TV show where there's a plane crash and some young intern put the names of the pilots up there. Fly too low, Something wrong. Reporter read it like, oh God, there's some funny stuff out there. So Tracy just changed his Matthew's name from Matthew to May. He has that power, I guess. It's a shit show. Done. Let me see. Long Don Silver. Let's see who expand his goals. Something wrong with you. Something wrong. What was it? Something wrong. Fly too low. Holy. No, there's 4 of them that were hilarious. I hadn't seen that in a long time. I guess when you're a news anchor or whatever, you're just reading what's up the teleprompter. You're not really thinking about it, right? Something wrong. Fly too low. No. No. Something wrong with you. What else is funny too? There's I was watching. There's a Senate meeting or something, or some board meeting, and they had to write off. They had to announce a list of people that were there. So I can't even say some of the stuff that they and the guy's just reading the names off, and everybody's giggling, laughing. He can't figure out what's going on. Man. Let me see. My funeral guy, bury me nah. Bury me nah. Good morning, Tony Long. How are you doing? Late? Okay, that's a little bit of a fine for being late, but that's fine. Oh, goodness. There's a buddy. Oh, man. As a buddy of mine, we had a conference call, and there's this woman. She was kind of his assistant, I think it was, and he had a list of people. She had to read off the list of people, and he put two words together that when she said the words was very inappropriate. So he had to read it, and she had no clue what she just said. And then he went back. So what's that name again? Had her say it again. It's just so uncomfortable at times. She's like, because I don't know this woman, and the poor woman doesn't know what's going on. Dang. Oh man, bending O. Where is Dougie DeVito? Where is Dougie DeVito? Tracy wants to know. Oh, hi, love. Where are you, love? I see here. It's guys. I'll catch you guys in the flip. Great show. Thanks for the invite and the Tracy Marie. Yeah. See you later, Matthew. What were the words, Tom? Oh. But it's a bad word. Okay, I'm not going to say the bad word. But it was Mike. And then it's what you do when you're out in the woods if you're going after animals. Holy. I think that was one of the ones. Holy fuck. Oh, God. So it was Mike, and then I'll clearly separate, and then Hunt. So stop, Matthew. Matthew, what is wrong with you? Oh, God. Oh. It was so funny, though, because when somebody doesn't realize they're saying it, they keep repeating it. Oh, my goodness. There's actually a few videos, too, where like kids are getting their elderly, the grandparents, or whatever, to say these words. And they're all giggling. They're dying laughing, and the older woman can't figure out what's so funny. So she starts getting mad. She keeps saying the same word over and over. Oh God, yeah. Ben. Oh, goodness. This is terrible. Some dumb. Oh, man. Harry Beaver, yeah. Was my dentist or my regular doctor when I was a kid was Dr. Butcher. I said that was going to be Dr. Butcher, Harry Beaver. Dr. Harry Beaver. Oh, goodness. It's amazing. You know, little stuff like that. The worst for me is watch these videos of, and I hate to be like this, but particularly people that are overweight falling down. I don't know why. I start dying laughing. Like, remember once they don't show their funniest home videos? I used to sit there with my sons and watch that. And at the end, they put a whole compilation of like the same kind of videos together. Oh, God, I'd be crying. My sons would be more laughing at me because I just couldn't hold it together. Amanda Hugginkiss. Megan Hugginkiss. Let me see. China's spying on us now. We're all screwed. Oh no! Let's see. If China was spying on us now, Keith, they go, "What a bunch of idiots." We don't have to worry about them. And then we just surprise them, right? We're screwed. Like they're spying on us all over the place. People worry about freedoms and everything. We don't have any freedom. We're spied on. Let me see here. One dumb buck. Oh man. Tom goes to Last Chance Saloon. They have liquor front porch. Oh, the liquor store I go to, it's called the Liquor Pantry. So we call it liquor panties. So, that's terrible. Creep of some young guy. My sons, when they were smaller, I used to ask the waitress, I said, "So what does a cup of coffee cost?" And she goes, "It's $2. And what's a refill cost?" She goes, "It's free." So I would say, "Okay, I'll take the refill." And they'd be like, "Oh, Dad, stop." Our freedom's gone down like a cheap horse. This is true. Yeah. This is true. Let's see here. Great Tracy. Where you at? Where's Tracy's? We'll comment here. Yes, China is shaking hands right now, calling us dumb. I haven't talked speaking of China, I haven't talked to anyone in Hong Kong, but I got to get a hold of Barry Beck. He was actually better from all his surgery, but he had a flu there, and I got to follow up with him again. Barry Beck. So I'd like your opinions. If you guys go look up on Netflix that TV show Alone. So we'll see if I can get on. I don't know if the guys that I was skating with, people missed it. They were editors for that show, so they said they're going to try to get me on. And let's see, that'd be a blast. Get a case of tequila, take it out there in the woods. Let me see here. Tell us this one time. Man came from Richard. What? Bad cat? What are you talking about? Oh, come on. Tom, tell us this one time at band camp about your hooker stories. Okay. No. Hooker stories. Oh, goodness. This show has really got down to, so it's not my responsibility. I wish he knows their girls were as pretty as Tracy. Oh, Danny. Come on. Gag me. Oh, God. It's called sucking up. It's Chinese for kissing ass. What we got here? They have their kids drop a pot on the floor and whatever makes the sound it makes. Oh, God. Oh, where's Tracy? Oh, Danny. As pretty as Tracy. Oh, goodness. Geez, we're 58 minutes. We've gone already. Geez, I've got a big mouth. In case you didn't know that. Okay, so Deb came up with a solution for so we don't. You notice we got freeze today. Then have to reboot. So I have to shut down StreamYard. I can't leave it open like I've done. So thank you, Tracy. Right, thank you, Deb. Tracy. Tracy never tries to help. Like Deb tries to help, right? He comes up with reasons, help. Tracy, it's like criticize and belittle and demeaning. Good thing is, who we got here? Susan Brooks. This should be a fun series. I'm picking Winnipeg to beat Colorado. Ooh. Man, I like Colorado, but I hear the goaltending part. So yeah, the Bruins are going to beat the Leafs 6 games. The Leafs are going to choke. I still have to go Colorado. I know, right, Barry? Yeah, thank you, Barry. But is that true? That's giving us the benefit of the doubt to the 14-year-old. This one 12, maybe. Yeah. Oh, Ron. Do you understand, Ron? Go Capitals. Oh, my goodness. Yep. Mine too. Same here. I think 2 people have said that. Rangers in 5. They have to play well, but that's what they want to do. It's a good start to the playoffs. Get that series done. Get some rest time in. Look at. Oh, okay. Here's what she's done. Oh, brilliant. Okay. So I'm comparing Tracy and Deb. So Tracy jumps on and says, "Oh, yes, she's the best," to make it look like she's not affected. Deep down inside, she's probably crying because I was criticizing her there, what she does to me. I don't. I think he's a good goaltender. Obviously, he's not Shesterkin. Is he top 10 in the league? No, he's probably top 20 or whatever in the league as far as goaltenders. He's a good goaltender, but and if anybody wins, you owe me a free autographed copy of your book. Absolutely, perfect. That's a deal. And if Colorado wins, what do you owe me? We buy like 10 copies. Really, really important. Rest factor, injury factor. By the end of the season, by the end of the playoffs, if the team goes on and run it all like 2 or 3 rounds, obviously in playoffs even more, or the finals even more, always banged up. You always see guys that are hurt from something. Even if it's not like it's just your injuries, you're blocking shots. No, yeah. Oh, jeez, that jackass thing. I don't know. I have a hard time dealing with that, but good for a shot or two. Yeah. Gotta live life, right? Gotta live life. Deal. All right. So we had a deal. Book deal. Peter Schaefer. Yeah, we never did answer. What is that all about? Like, why the 4 dots? Is this some kind of code? A Chinese code or whatever? Tracy works for the Chinese government. Puts those 4 dots in there. And she's sending the message. Oh, that's right. That's why she comes on the show. She's sending the message to the Chinese. The 4 dots. There's probably some pattern to it. Like if I every 5 minutes, if I do the 4 dots thing, this means one thing. And it's not even in the dictionary, is it? Like, is it like a real, what do you call it? Like accent aigu? Is it really a thing? Is it just Tracy's making it up? Oh, you said that before, still in thought process. I see. Okay. Is that actually in the dictionary? That's actually what it is, or just that's something that's been used, something that's been adopted by people like Tracy? Interesting. Very interesting. Because the 3 even spaced periods is used to indicate the omission of words or suggest an incomplete thought. Wow, look at, so I guess it actually is. That's Barry's getting that from the dictionary. He did his homework there. I see. Okay, it's all about there. Okay, guys, thank you. See, education. Oh goodness, why? I didn't know something, so like you ask questions. Ask questions. I mean, that Tracy is full of incomplete thoughts. Yes, thank you, Barry. That's right. So it's like you pause and you're going, duh. Right, so instead you put 4 dots in there. So that's really disclosing a lot too. Like it's like, okay, you're really being expressive. Like you're not just writing the words. You're saying, okay, this is how I'm feeling at the time. To a thought, waiting for a reaction to the thought. Might be free. Oh, that's a good one, Roddy. Good one, Ron Davidson. Up there in beautiful Buffalo. Read and comprehend and then continue to read. I have studied much more since the pandemic. Been home alone, studying things, learning how to cook. Like a little stubborn making the mustard. I didn't fully study it and realize that you have to let it sit for a few days. It gets a real tangy taste to it when you first make it. Then you let it sit in the fridge and it'll just settle down, be like regular mustard, just like regular mustard. Oh man, it was good. Put a little bit of salt in if you want, but the scamdemic. Oh yes, you're right. You're correct there. I do agree with you there. The scamdemic. I got my Google machine hasn't recovered yet either. Like I said, I told you when I asked her if she loved me and started the pandemic, she told me how wonderful I was. And then by the end of the pandemic, I asked her and she said, I don't have feelings. Let me see here. 100%. Yep. Keith agrees with that statement. Scamdemic. Oh, all right. Would it be we got a pep rally again. I haven't been invited as of right now, Susan. But again, I'm that last minute guy. They just call me and ask me. This young girl who's working there now, a former hockey player, college hockey player, Skylar. Can't remember Skylar's last name. She played at St. Lawrence. Very interesting young lady. So she's going to do a lot more work with the alumni. Skylar. I love reading college, studying for hockey. Oh man, was I terrible in college? I didn't think I had books. I can't even remember. Oh, last minute. He definitely is. Oh, man. Where's the period? If we want to use those little, or maybe she's still thinking. Get the IRA disease out. You can't finish the sentence. Do things the right way. Do things with purpose, passion, and intent. All right, Tracy? Put your heart into it. Do it the right way. There's a reason why you're doing it, okay? What's on the agenda for this today? So I've got some phone calls to make. I want to get going a little bit more on this Roscoe Mountain Club thing, get going on that. So I get going on that. What else we got going? I'm going to cook up. I mean, I'm in a cooking mode. My fridge got kind of empty there. I like having the fridge filled up so there's a lot of choices. Peter Schaefer. Bring Tracy to the Pepper Island. I was out in Great Neck. I didn't see Tracy there. She tells me all the time that she lives in Long Island. I was on Long Island, didn't see Tracy. So good. That's right. Tracy's coming to the retreat, the Roscoe Mountain. There you go. There's our first client right there. You're going on this more. All right, everybody. Geez, we've got an hour and 6 minutes. That is Tom. Stop talking. For God's sakes. All right. Everybody have a fantastic, again, so we'll be on tomorrow at 2 o'clock with Molly and Mark, the Molly, Mark, and Tom show. MTM, Molly, Tom, Mark. What's better, MTM or, no, TMM. Tom, Molly, Mark. The top of the start. So that show will be on tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Again, we're going to have on Jennifer Ashley from, she's the chairman of the board for Vibrant, and Vibrant has been given the grant to run that 988 hotline. I did not realize that. We touched base last week. She says, oh, by the way, Vibrant and I used to be on the board. It was called the New York Mental Health Association, I think it was called at the time. So it's kind of coincidence. But again, we'll have them on, talk more about that 988 hotline. Very interesting stuff. All right, everybody, let's have a fantastic weekend. Again, 988 out there. No, not Jennifer Aniston. No, Jennifer Ashley. Gosh, you silly boy, you. No, Danny, not Jennifer Aniston. She sounded like, take her earlier. Jennifer was very intelligent. Jennifer Ashley. No, I messed that up. She'll be on with us next week at some point, and then we get on the head of the actual 988 hotline. So again, everybody help each other out. Shoulder check and make sure you're reaching out to people. Make sure you're okay. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. And it's almost happy hour. Talk to you later.